Okay. I told everyone, you guys, that I did last night. Last night, after I had my D&D on Saturday, I did the episode review of Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Season 4, Episode 4, which was, the Crimson. What's Rocky and everything. And I was going to do this episode. Now, here's the absolute insane thing. This episode that I'm about to review is not canon. It is not in the manga. I can say that without a shadow of a doubt. Logistically, this is what happens in the manga during this fight. Ichigo uses his Grand Race Zero against Yuha. He's fighting him, but of course Yuha predicts everything. Duh! And he just completely owns Ichigo. Steals his Hollow's powers away and leaves. That's what happens. Boring! So, the powers that be, Mr. Kubo himself, said, I'm no longer chained by Big Brother Shonen Jump, so I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. And Periot provided it. This episode was groundbreaking. Groundbreaking in that Kubo went ahead and literally, this is a term they use in comic books, but I think it needs to be said. He retconned his own material. That's what he did. He erased it and did something completely different. So, logistically speaking, this was groundbreaking on several facts. Number one, the fighting and animation were god tier. Absolute god freaking tier. I cannot give this anything more than a 10 out of 10. And I'm not only giving this a 10 out of 10 because of the animation and the fight scenes. 10 out of 10 for music, 10 out of 10 for what happened towards the end, story, the whole lot. And for the first time, I can honestly say this, I have no idea what is going to happen. And by the way, this is going to be 10 episodes. So we got 5 more. 5! Let's start over. So, logistically, what happens in this episode is, it's called, like I said, Episode 5, Season 4, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War. Defend you. This was a very visceral episode, to say the least. We get some scenes with Renji, Ginjo. Did I say Ginjo? Not Ginjo. Ganju, Renji, Chad. They're fighting these statue things. Renji comes in, Rukia comes in. Rukia goes ahead while they fight. Ichigo's getting on by Bak. He doesn't release his Bankai yet. And he's getting stabbed. Or he says, I reject. Bak then starts attacking her. She's still saying, I reject. This was very bloody. And then, when it seems like, it's getting really bad, Rukia comes into play and they fight. The fight scenes the fight was insane. Animation was off the charts. Then, Ichigo finally releases his Bankai of this new dual sword. It was pretty awesome. It's basically this. Except he has no hollow mask on. He's got the 2 horns. And on his wrists, around his neck, and his ankles is this like reddish glow. Which are chains. Which was really awesome. And he used these chains to block. Bak was very weird in this episode. Because most of the attacks were the eyes open up. He shoots these freaking laser beam shit. But it was a very impactful episode, but with the fighting and everything. And the entire time, you see Orihime asking why is she so weak? How come she's not stronger? And so on and so forth. And it gets to a point when Bach tries to use it. And the thing about Bach in this episode is, listen, he talks way too much. Way too much. But I can tell you right now, if this was Aizen, yeah, he would have done a different tactic. He would know everything. Because clearly Bach didn't know shit. So much for precog abilities. As I will get to. So, once Ichigo releases his Baka, it got really intense. Like, I was stunned with what he was doing. He was making clones. He did. He made, like, shadow clones from Naruto. They were, like, black versions of himself, and he was going really fast. And the Getsuga Tensho was amazing. It was, like, basically a black crescent moon, which is the moniker of his attack, of what a Getsuga Tensho is. And it gets to a point where he looks like they're getting the upper hand at him. He takes Orihime, keeps her up there. He's like, and then she's also stating why she's so weak, She got brutalized, Orihime, by Bach. Until Ichigo's taken out, Ruki is taken out. And it's funny how you have two Soul Reapers there. Iruki, who's an actual Soul Reaper, and she's got a sword stuck in her, and she's like, no, I don't. I'm like, so basically what happens is, the only thing that I can explain what I saw based on this, Orihime standing up, and she's saying why is she so weak, and then she says all the different names of her hairpin, and they start to rotate around her, and she's blocking him. Bach he can't defend against her. He can't attack her at all. He keeps getting blocked. And it keeps spinning around, until it creates a sphere. And she goes through the sphere. Ichigo gets tossed. And he's like, are you going to die? And he's such a monologue. Bach, shut up. Go get a haircut and then turn off that stash, man. And she goes after him. Full force. And then basically the Tensen, hairpin goes around her face to create a golden shield. And she just pushes him back. And then Ichigo sees this, and you literally see, it's not a flower petal. I think it's her hairpin in his eye. And then she says something. I think she was saying, I love you. Goodbye, Kurosaki. And she puts this barrier between her and Bach, pushing him back. And then it's just like a huge white flash. And Bach's gone. Orihime is gone. And the only thing remaining in the room, are flower petals. And to hit this right in viewers' hearts, they show the flower, which, by the way, you could say, foreshadowing. They foreshadowed this because it was earlier on when they were going towards Yuha that they had a scene with Orihime and Tachishigi, her friend, and you had that flower. And they show that same flower where the one, behind the one flower, it says defend you. And the other flower falls over. It says life to defend. I cried at that moment. And there's no music at all. And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one simple thing. Uryu's fight with Haschwald is still going on. So during this time, when she's doing this to Yuha, pushing him back, Uru gets behind Hoshwald, breaks off the Quincy thing that basically explodes when you break it off, and he just dies. And then we see like all of Yuha's eyes go into him, and then after that, it's the white flash and it disappears. Now, some people don't like this. Now, I'm going to be very, very, very blunt to these people. This is not an ass pull. It's not. No. Because I've seen numerous animes where they do this shit. Where it's done where the character has powers but they can't attain it. Look at freaking Yusuke Urameshi or Goku. Anytime a character can't achieve their power, the catalyst is usually pain or loss in a very profound way. So this is how they do it. By Ichigo getting hurt, by Rukia getting hurt, she states that and then she starts saying names of her hairpin, and that's where we go. Because here's the thing, this was foreshadowed in Hueco Mundo by our very good friend, the guy who likes to sit in a chair, Bison. He told about how Orihime's abilities were that of the gods. Because her ability is to turn back time. I reject. So she basically rejected Yuha's existence. Now, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10, and the animation was God tier. I want to give a big to Orihime, please. It's been a very long fucking time coming, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Now, here's the crazy thing. I have no idea what the next 5 episodes are going to be. No idea. Clueless. I have no clue. None. I have no idea. And here's the thing. It's true. The manga's the ending is going to be different than the manga's was. Now, I don't think he's going to kill her off. I'm going to say this much. I think our good pal, Mr. Eisen, might have some hand in what's going to happen. Now, the reason I say this is because of his intelligence, to a certain extent. I think he has some hand in getting Orihime back. Maybe? I don't know. Because it's all up for grabs now. Because Hoshwald's gone, and Yuha's gone, and Orihime's dead. Well, we think. But most likely, I'm going to be the one to say she's not. Because as much as you want to say, oh yeah, she got blown into smithereens, no. I'm going to state the fact that I think she's still there, but just not there. In fact, what I think they should do, can we get an episode of her talking to her hairpin or her ability or something like kind of like Ichigo? Because I think that would you know, bring up a good focal point of this. But overall, like I said, 10 out of 10. This was the best fight in Bleach, I think, and the best reveal. Nothing has come close in Bleach as more dramatic than this. And here's the thing. If those sons of bitches at Shonen Jump Shueisha had given Kubo time, he would have made this in the manga. But of course, no, we can't do that. Well, shut up your a-hole. Parrot's gonna give you the time. And that's what he did. So, I'll be reviewing next week. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I'll review it, because now it's all bets are off. Like, how do you continue? I can only imagine in the mind of Kubo what is his next plot. So that's all I got for you guys. Well, 15 minutes was up the long review I had it going. For this, I'll see you guys later. Props to Orihime. She was great. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, get the schneid off here. You give her something. Give her a bone. You gave it to her. Thank you. But I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode, how crazy this was. Unbelievable. Peace out.